Welcome to Voices of Courage. Hi, my name is Anita, and I just washed my hair, and I like the look of it. Okay, because today our topic is very interesting. We're going to talk about speaking the truth, and the truth is my hair looks nice. So,
Yes,
introduce
you look
yourself
great.
while I do the necessary.
All right, thank you. Welcome to Voices of Courage Asia once again. And yeah, so this episode we are going to talk about. We're still going to talk about love. I know how to communicate with love and speaking the truth in love with the 4 P's, which I'm going to share with you in a while. So, but for those of you who are new to our channel, yeah, my name is Lillian, and together with me, Anita, we are partners at Class Living, which is a social enterprise, and as well as Women of Courage Asia, which is a community, a women's community, where we contribute back to the community through monthly empower meetings, trainings and workshops, and of course, mentoring and community support. Right. So this channel is specially dedicated to you, right? Because we want to share and practical tips and strategies to empower you, inspire you with real life stories of courage, yeah, and especially practical tips that you can apply immediately, after this episode, yeah, to improve in the different areas of your life. Because everything that we share is based on the Courage Blueprint. Yeah, it is a mentoring and coaching program, a framework that I developed for coaching and mentoring. So it covers 9 areas in your life, the 9 domains, 7 critical core values, and a 3-step process, right? So it's very systematic. That with this framework is a growth roadmap. Okay, so everything that we are discussing on this channel is based on this Courage Blueprint,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, before we go this, I just want to share. Yesterday, I had dinner with one of my CG friends. It's a guy, and we just went on talking, before we went for service. And he was talking about how he speaks to his wife, and he said, as a man, I just say very calmly. He says that,
Yeah.
I just say very calmly. Then I said, what's your wife's reaction? Every time fight. So every day I go back, got to a point now, I make sure I fight with her.
Make sure. Wow,
I
make
said,
sure.
what a relationship goal, man, brother. But anyway,
Interesting. Did you find joy in doing that?
exactly right. Of course, when he shared, he was not happy with his behavior, and of course, it's not. But it becomes such a second nature that you feel that you just say what you need to say, lah.
Wow.
Because we are so, how do you say, casual already, right, in the relationship, that we don't
Right.
take time, we don't take effort to speak properly, right, and not how do you say and not conscious of how we say it. Isn't it true?
Right, right.
So,
Yeah, which is why we want to talk about this aspect, about speaking the truth in love, right? Because
yes.
we are focusing on our core value, one of our core value, which is love. And yeah, you can be speaking the truth,
Yeah.
but it is not what you say, but how you say it, right? That
Yes.
actually, um, yeah, that can go down the go down the throat. Yeah,
Go down the road.
yeah, because oftentimes, and especially in the past, right, I do experience this, with not only my husband but with my children, or even with my family, my parents as well. Yeah, it's really not what you say, but how you say it, how
I
you
mean,
bring it, how you communicate it across. You may be speaking the truth, the
it
fact.
is
Yeah, and
like
then I remember there's this show, right, about like, you want the truth? Can you handle the truth?
you can't handle the truth. A few good men.
Oh, yeah.
Tom
Can
Cruise.
you handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth. But it's true, like yesterday, right? I'll be very honest. I always tell people I have 3 amazing daughters. They are 18, going to be 18 this year, and my eldest is going to be 20. And I only look 25. Okay. Y'all do the math, okay? So, but what happens, I realized, is that it was a simple trick. I had a huge powwow with with one of my girls, right? And it's to a point where all I wanted her to do was to remind her very simply. Of course, now I speak calmly, right? A levels is around the corner. Please stay focused. And that was my intention, huh? That was my intention. But how it came out, hello, hello. You like the intro? Hello. Hey, y'all know when or not? Don't you know A levels around the corner? And what are you still doing on social media lah? This lah, that lah.
And I think, right, that's one aspect of life, with parents and children, but I want to focus on, I think we need to take an example, right? I don't know whether this is a good example. Should I use parent and child, or should I use couples?
Let's use couples. Let's talk couples.
Couples, right? Okay. So, because the 4 P's here that we're going to discuss now, this is something that I learned in church from one of my from Pastor Kong. He actually shared this 4 P's, which is a very, very powerful and useful step, process or step or framework. You may refer to it, in communicating and speaking in truth, speaking the truth in love. Yeah. So especially between couples. Now, if you suspect something about your spouse, you're suspecting something, and it's getting you very uncomfortable, getting you worry, or your mind just runs wild with different types of imaginations going on. Yeah. So if that happens, then it becomes very unhealthy, right? And then when you engage in a conversation, if you don't follow this 4P process, you jump in, and then you're going to be emotionally led, and whatever comes out, whatever you feel, whatever you think, you just shoot. Yeah, it may not help. It's not going to help in that communication, in bringing reconciliation or clearing any misunderstanding. Okay, so if you are suspecting something, you don't just jump into it. Follow these 4 steps, 4P process. Yeah, and the first one is, the 4 P's in general is you plan, you have proof, what's the purpose, and then you must be prepared. Okay, so let's go into plan. Yeah, so cute, just one word, plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Plan. Okay.
Yeah. So, what does plan involves? Right. Some very simple example is, you want to plan a good time. Yeah. If your spouse just come back tired from work, feeling so drained and exhausted, and had a bad day at work, and here you are at home, just can't wait to blurt out everything on him. Yeah. And then it's not going to create a very healthy conversation, right? So you want to plan, when to speak to him or her, right? Plan a appropriate time. The best is when you are very relaxed.
Yes.
Okay, you're not agitated, you're not anxious, you're not all over the place. Yeah, so very distracted, you can't think, you're so distracted and all that. Yeah, so plan the appropriate time. Is morning better time, evening time? Yeah.
Weekends.
So,
Sometimes I feel it need not be on the same day, unless it's dire straits. I feel that sometimes, unless it's really urgent, I feel that if you feel that sometimes your spouse is not a face-to-face person, okay, text with a lot of emoticons help. I feel sometimes it's okay to prep your partner. Hi, later when we come back, just tell me when it's a good time. And these are a few things we got to discuss because So I feel plan is important. Also give the person a heads up. So I feel a lot of men sometimes very pitiful. We are ladies, we are ready to talk. Anytime is a good time. especially when it's been bothering us, right? And us ladies, right? we have been brewing it, so we are ready, right? And the poor man, they have no head, no tail, and they come home with,
Yeah.
wow. And then the next thing we knew, we get upset. He's not listening to me.
Yeah, so it's very important to plan an appropriate time to
Yeah,
share, yeah, to bring up this conversation, if especially if something very serious that you want to be discussing
yeah,
about, yeah,
yeah,
you don't want to, yeah, I don't want to jump into a time where that person is so flustered and agitated.
yes.
Yeah, it's really a bad time.
No, always also put yourself in that person. Let's say I had a hard day and I came back from work, and first thing and I step through the door is you going rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Well, I'll turn around, 180 and walk out again, drive my nice car, go to the nearest kopitiam and keep quiet for a while. Yeah, I think it's good to plan. It's good to
Mm, yeah, good to plan. Yes. So that's the step one, speaking the truth in love. You want to plan. Now, secondly, yeah, you want to have proof. Okay.
plan.
Yes. So you don't say, that time, long, long time ago, I think, I think so, maybe, can you maybe remember that time, like, wow. It's like, it's so vague, it's so ambiguous. Yeah. And it also tells you, it's a feedback for yourself that, okay, for some people, they do keep record, record of like when you did what, and right down to the specifics. Yeah, that's a bit extreme lah, right? And it also tells you that, why are you doing that? Yeah,
Mm.
isn't it not resolved? That's why you are keeping track, and you're still keeping record of it. Yeah, but uh you, and the proof part also relates to, you don't want to be saying things like, I hear from so and so and so say that, I heard from so and so.
Fake
Yeah.
news, fake news.
Yes. Well, it's and so might be seeing the first part of the story, and then the second part of the story, the so and so didn't get to hear it, and then only share with you the first part of what he or she saw,
Yes.
and it's going to create a lot of misunderstanding, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you want to have proof, you want to have evidence of what actually happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
You do,
So
you don't want
first-hand
to.
information. Sorry.
If I feel that if you're not sure,
Mm,
time to plan what
mm,
you want to say and collect the proof and evidence. I mean, I think this is all about being matured in your conversation. You
mm,
know, I mean, I mean, I know we're talking about spouse, we're talking about relationship, and we tend to take relationship after some time when you get married. A lot of people, I feel, some of us do not put effort
mm,
to wooing our partners, or we take our partners for granted, or
mm,
we feel we are taken for granted. But let's say this thing about speaking the truth, let's say it's done with a colleague or with your boss, I am sure this 4 Ps will be done very, very well, because you don't want to go to your boss and say, so and so, I heard from the tea lady at the kopitiam auntie downstairs say, we will never say that, because there is integrity, right? So I think that kind of maturity, integrity need to be put into our relationships also when we speak to our partners. We
yeah,
must have proof. We
yeah.
must have proof, and yeah, I feel it's important. If the relationship is important to you, then I think the 4 Ps are important to you also.
Mm. It can be as simple things like, I mean, of course, like when we talk about this, like, I wonder where your imagination went about getting proof. Proof of what? No, it can be as simple as, if you're upset about how your spouse is speaking to you,
Mm.
for example. Yeah. So you want to bring out so-called, quote unquote, the proof that, yesterday when you say this about me, da da da, or it's something that is very sarcastic, for
Mm.
example.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Remember you said this yesterday, da, 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 right? I know maybe you meant it as a joke, But you know what? I didn't receive it very well. Yeah, I feel hurt. I feel, very demeaning on me, or whatever you're feeling, right? So that is a concrete proof of
Yep.
what happened, and both of you are first-hand experiencing the incident.
Yep.
So it's not so and so say, you say, I say this, you say, I say, whoever say. So
Yeah.
it's going to get very, very confusing and cause
Yeah.
a lot of misunderstanding.
Yeah, don't speak like a keyboard warrior, why I say that, sometimes, right, there'll be an incident that happens, say a road accident example, right? Then suddenly we have keyboard warriors, just behind the scene, tala, 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 baseless. So, don't do that. If the relationship is important to you, don't act like a keyboard warrior, and says, what if it's not very tiring.
Yeah, I mean, the
Next.
bottom line here we want to be addressing is that you want to have proof now,
Yeah.
don't just jump to any
Yeah.
ambiguous and hearsay and that.
Yes, yes. But it's also, if you notice, it says speaking the truth in love. Okay?
Mm,
So when you speak the truth to show proof, make sure
mm,
it's done in love and it's not done in accusation. And when you accuse,
correct.
nobody receive accusation very well. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. Like, you speak to me like, hey, by the way, it's done in love. Okay. I just like to highlight, or I just need the information for myself. Are we on the right track? I'm not accusing you. Da, da, da. I think we have the good English lah. We all are
Again, I mean, it goes back to like it's not what you say, but how you say
how you
it.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, which we have another method, another strategy that we can share with you how we can do it. In speaking the truth in love. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So here, yes, Anika, you brought up a very good point. Don't go accusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, judging and all that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
put out the evidence that this is be very factual and practical,
Yeah.
very factual
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, and then
Yeah.
how you feel, yeah, how you feel the impact of it that is caused by the whatever
Yep.
was said or done. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Next point is speaking the truth in love.
Mm.
Purpose.
Yes, purpose is always very, very important. Why do you even have this conversation? Why do you even want to, speak this truth, right? Why do you want to engage in this conversation? What's the whole purpose of it? Are you confronting? This is conflict
Okay.
management.
Yeah.
Are you confronting the situation just to win?
Yes, I was about
Just
to
to
say that.
win
If
the conversation?
you're gonna go in and you wanna come out a winner, trust me, you come out a loser because the emotions will be very high. You already set the stage to fail. You already set the scene for a fight. I feel that
Yeah.
lah, Yeah.
Once you
So
go
yeah,
in with that purpose, right? Both parties' defense mechanism will straight away come up.
exactly. And
Defense
then
mechanism.
for the female, the nails are out. Claws. Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, again, go back to the word love. So your
Mm,
purpose, when I feel, if correct me if I'm wrong, the purpose when we go in, it should be of love because we love our spouse. It's because we want the relationship to work. So we just want to clear cobwebs. We want to clear dust so that we can move forward in our relationship instead of dragging baggage. Oh, 20 years ago, your mother said that to me. Wow, I can't
yeah,
remember what my mother said to me.
well, it's not you against me, or
Yeah, it
it's
shouldn't
not.
be.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's good also to, yeah, the first thing is the purpose is to resolve the
Yeah,
issue, right? You resolve a problem, solve a problem, right? And clear any misunderstanding, yeah, to
yeah,
clarify certain
yeah,
things, yeah, because you love each other, that's why you want to
yeah.
resolve this issue, right? Whatever the
Yes.
problem is, right? So you are not going in just to, we want to go in to win the fight, you want to win the argument. And when you go in with that mentality or that mindset, right, you will not be listening. You
No,
will be hearing, and then you will be preparing how to rebut.
you become reactive. Then it
Yeah.
becomes like a machine gun. No way. Yeah, it's not done in love. It's not done
Even
in
with
love.
your children also, what's the purpose of this conversation? You know, is
Mm.
we're not fighting. It's not you against me. We are trying to resolve the problem. So you can disassociate yourself, right,
Yep.
from conversation. So let us now we are a team now. Let
Yeah.
us look at this conversation that we had that causes the heat and the argument, and the
Yeah.
conflict. Let us look at the conversation
Yep.
and what went
And
wrong there. How can we talk to each other in a way that both of us are not offended, we don't
yeah.
feel being attacked. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that is very important. The
In
purpose.
psychology, this is called triangulation.
Mm,
In
yeah.
psychology, it's called triangulation. So what it does is that we are focused. That's why when even in anything that you do, we always say, "Oh, go in pairs to see someone." It's always a triangulation because if it's one to one, it becomes a fight. It's you
Mm,
against me. But if it's a triangulation and the situation is what we are attacking or what we are facing, then
mm,
we feel that both parties, hey, we're on the same track, we're on the same team. So
mm.
triangulation, yeah.
And even right down to, I mean, of course, we can't go deep in it.
Yeah.
Today, what we're sharing is just scratching the surface.
Yes.
But if you want to dive deep and all that, it's either through our boot camp or through our mentoring programs, right?
Yeah.
So even right down to the physiology of it, your body gesture, your body language, how you
Mm.
sit, the position that you are sitting. Are you
Yeah.
sitting opposite each other? Yeah, yeah,
But
or sitting opposite each other because they're ready to fight, right? You
yeah.
against, or you're
Yeah.
sitting next to each other, side by side, next to each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, and looking at the problem together,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
So don't sit at the dining table where you're across each other because the table is right in the middle. Yeah, the dining table is not a place to. It's a place to play mahjong. Okay. Always feel, okay. Besides eating, it's a place to play mahjong. Because my dining table very big, so it's supposed to be on the couch next to each other in close proximity, or even in bed. When
yes,
we need to
right,
chit chat,
right.
that's a nice place. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you plan first, right? You plan it to be uh nighttime on the bed. Yeah,
Where everybody is
relax.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, please don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking from my own experience. Please don't. Please pre-warn your partner. Don't when the poor fellow he's tired, wanting to sleep, then you're there waiting in bed. By the way, we have to talk. Wow, uncle is sleepy already. What? So please, ladies, be very kind with the timing, okay? I
Yeah,
think not every time is a good time, okay?
yeah. So it goes back to the first step, right? The planning. Yeah.
Yeah, please
Mm.
plan.
And
Our
remember
next,
the purpose of that conversation. Okay, you want to speak the truth in love. All right, like
yes, yes,
communicate with love. Yeah. And lastly, yes, the next key is you want to
prepare.
be prepared. Okay, you prepare yourself as well, right? Not just you prepare everything else, the time, and yeah, you got the proof and all that, but you are not prepared. You are still very flustered. You are still uh, your mindset is going in circles in a pattern of guilt tripping or judgmental. Yeah, like just now we mentioned. Yeah. So how else can you be prepared?
For me, I feel one way to be prepared is that you must be prepared that your partner may not agree
Yes.
with your solution,
Mm.
or your partner may not see it as a problem when you thought it is a problem.
Yes.
Example, I
So
pick
the
up from the air.
unexpected, right? The
Yeah,
unexpected.
I pick up from the air. Okay, an example is a wife feels that the husband is neglecting her.
Mm.
Last time when we were dating, you can't get rid of me. You hold my hand. Why you cannot let go? How come now change, huh? he may not see it as a problem. He may see it as, what you want, then you hold my hand, my hand free, what? Then you take it. Wow, there goes. There goes the plan, the purpose, the proof out the window. So I mean, like, you must be prepared that your spouse may not see it as a problem.
Mm.
Yeah.
And also be prepared also in like what you're going to say. Yeah, like just now we mentioned before, what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. Yeah. So one very common tools that we always use is the sandwich method.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, the bun, the burger thing. Yeah. So, and then the meat and then the bun again. Yeah. So we don't have time to go into the sandwich method, but for those of you who knows, what's the sandwich method? That's one way that
Yes. It's a very good way. Yeah. It's a very good.
With what you're going to say, the first layer, the middle, and the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the speaking in truth. Just to recap. So the four P's is plan the timing, plan, okay? Because it is important. The issue you have is important. The very fact you've been thinking about it, it is important. But plan. Also have proof, okay? Don't pluck things from the jumbo tree, okay? Don't pluck simply, And then
the worst thing is, I hear from so and so, so and so. That's the worst proof you want to be doing.
And then don't say things like, don't accuse someone that is so close to your spouse. Your sister the other day told me in the kitchen on the first day of New Year, wow, see me.
What's your purpose, right? What's your
purpose? Why are you telling me?
Even bringing your sister-in-law up into the picture?
Yeah. Is your sister-in-law the problem? Or is it what she said? Or is it because your husband has not been holding your hand for a while? Then your sister-in-law just casually mentioned, hey, Lite, okay why he never holding your hand there? Please lah, please, really, plan, proof, purpose, and of course be prepared. Okay, be very prepared for the outcome that may not be according to what you want.
And also prepare the way that you want to deliver the message, the way that you want how you want to communicate across, right? Again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I mean, jokes aside, I know Anita is a very bubbly, candid person, very spontaneous, but on a serious note, this strategy truly helps. But I personally apply it in my life, so I will never share something that I have not tried. Okay, so everything that we share here is tried and tested. Right. So it is very a very good system framework for you in guiding, in improving your communication with your loved ones. With anyone actually. In relationship building. So thanks to Pastor Kong for sharing this 4 P's. Right. It is a really very valuable framework that I saved it up.
Wonderful. On that note, Women of Courage Asia, we're having a monthly empowerment meeting, and if you've been seeing our our Facebook page, you will know that next week, Tuesday on the 23rd, we have 2 speakers, Cindy Leong, who's going to talk to be a leader in your relationship, and then we got Jasmine. She's going to talk about the Enneagram, how can you, with your personality type, be a leader in your relationship, and Jasmine will be sharing her story of courage for the very first time. I spoke to her yesterday and she said, wow, I can tear one. I said, wow, seriously? But she didn't share much. She didn't share anything, but I'm looking forward to it. And if you need a clarity call about your relationship, about how to communicate, to speak the truth in love, please feel free to click on the link, and then contact Lilian, have a clarity call with her. And I know when Lilian said she has tried and tested, because I know a bit of story of her background of her relationship, right? And now the relationship, you can see, right, how she poked her husband's cheek on Valentine's Day to show love. I deleted it, swipe, man. Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is that it works. It works to plan, to prepare, plan, and proof, and find proper proof. And your baby, Lillian.
Yes, Transform with Courage Bootcamp by women, for women, by women only. Right. And if you are still, you have gained some awareness, right, about your current situation, or even not aware, but you find that are you always stuck in this certain pattern? Why are you always going back and forth, with this plan, but it still doesn't work? Yeah. So, and you're constantly worrying, anxiety, anxious, and fearful about the things that's happening in your life, or even things that's not yet happened, but
Yes.
you always think about the worst case scenario. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's driving you nuts. Yeah. Maybe in the area of your relationship, maybe in the area of your finance, right?
Yes.
So, or even in your career or your business. So,
Yes. Yeah.
whatever situation that you are in, if you feel the pain of it, you feel the stuckness of it, you feel the confusion, you feel the overwhelming, yeah, this bootcamp is where you want to be, because we are putting together different expertise, yeah, from different with the different trainers that we have put together to address the different areas, right, and to really move you from your fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs to a place of living a life of courage, purpose, and significance. Okay, with
Yes.
practical strategies like what we shared earlier. We will not share anything that we have not tried and tested. Okay,
Yes.
so, and this is very customized, very custom tailored for women, because we went through what we went through.
Yes.
And
We did.
yeah, so
Both did.
it is a collection of, a lot of nuggets of wisdom and strategies, really, really practical strategies to move you forward. All right, it's not just 3 days of immersion staying, right, at Burma Riverfront Hotel, but we also have the post boot camp
Yep.
support.
Yep.
There will be 3 sessions of small group coaching over a duration of 3 months. All right, 90 days to
Amazing.
ensure that you move towards, achieving your goals. All right, and the
Yes.
community support that we have. Yeah, so we are really very serious in getting you unstuck. All right, with
Yes.
this boot camp. So
Yep.
do click on the link, in the caption. Yeah, for more details, the details are all in the web page for you to read and find out more about
Yep.
everything about the bootcamp. Okay, so we look forward to seeing you at the bootcamp.
Yep. And
Seats
on that note,
are very limited because safety measure and all that.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
we need like a handful of seats left.
Mm.
And join us every Tuesday and Thursday here.
Yes,
Chinese
yes.
New Year, no Chinese New Year, Deepavali. We will always be here every Tuesday and
It's
Thursday.
Thursday. Yes.
Okay. On that note, thank you.
Thank
So
you.
please apply this. Okay. Please apply this. Speaking truth, and
The 4
hopefully,
P's.
yeah, the copies, and hopefully that you have a successful relationship. So, Sin and Kuala, happy birthday to everybody today, because today is the day everybody's birthday.
Yes, everybody's have a birthday today, right? Happy birthday.